Welcome back to Astro Hues, the channel where we explore how the stars shape the lives of our favorite celebrities. Today, we're diving deep into the astrology behind one of the most talked about stories in music right now. Ice Spice's recent career decline, her feuds, and the swirling rumors. We're going to break down the current planetary transits impacting her life and career, and I'll share my own thoughts on how she could turn things around. So, is this really the end for Ice Spice? Let's find out. Career decline and Saturn's tough lessons. Let's start with her career. There's no denying that Ice Spice has been experiencing a decline. Streaming numbers are down. Her debut album, Y2K, didn't make the splash people expected, and she's losing traction. In a world where consistency is everything, a sudden drop like this is alarming. Astrologically, Ice Spice is a Capricorn Sun. Capricorns are ambitious and disciplined, but they often face big challenges early in their careers. And with Saturn, Capricorn's ruling planet, transiting Pisces, Ice Spice is in a period where the universe is basically saying, it's time to get serious and build a foundation. This transit started in March 2023 and will go on until early 2026, and it's challenging her to restructure her career with a long-term view. Here's the thing. Saturn is here to strip away what isn't working. Ice Spice, if you're watching, this is the time to double down on your craft, to really think about your sound and your message. If you're just chasing the next hit, Saturn's not going to let that slide. Embrace patience and discipline. It'll pay off in the long run. Feuds and power struggles with Pluto's influence. Now let's talk about the drama surrounding her feuds, particularly with Nicki Minaj. I think this is where Ice Spice made some missteps that cost her a lot. Losing Nicki as an ally? That's huge. Nicki Minaj isn't just any artist. She's one of the most loyal and generous mentors out there, and she could have been a powerful influence for Ice Spice. In a world of sometimes mediocre female rap, having Nicki in her corner would have been a major advantage. Ice Spice has Pluto in Aquarius squaring her Venus in Sagittarius, and that's where things get tricky. Pluto squares are intense, especially when it comes to relationships and power dynamics. They push us to confront hidden issues and force us to transform. With Nicki's mentorship, Ice Spice could have had access to Nicki's incredibly loyal fan base and a chance to develop her talents under the guidance of a true queen. But instead, I sense that people around her, those so-called advisors, might have been whispering in her ear, making her feel bigger than she actually was. That's Pluto's influence. It can inflate egos or bring power struggles that end in serious consequences. Ice Spice, you need to be careful about who's guiding you. The people advising you didn't steer you in the right direction. They should have been encouraging you to learn from Nicki, to be humble, and to grow. Right now, Nicki doesn't have any reason to look back and mentor you again, not unless it benefits her tremendously. And let's be real, you don't have that leverage right now. You need to recognize this misstep, understand its impact, and maybe find mentors who actually have your best interests at heart. Nicki's fan base is incredibly loyal and protective, and they didn't take kindly to how Ice Spice handled things. They felt she disrespected Nicki and, to make matters worse, doubled down by doing things that came off as disingenuous to her own fan base. Fans have criticized her for seeming arrogant, calling her ungrateful, and saying she's gotten too big for her boots. Losing support from Nicki's fans is tough because they're a dedicated crowd, and she's definitely felt the backlash. Then there's the feud with Cleotrapa, which just highlights the same theme. Cleotrapa was reportedly a genuine friend, someone Ice Spice could trust. But it seems like Ice didn't follow her own intuition and allowed others to influence her perspective. Ice Spice, if you're listening, take a step back and really think about who's got your back and who's just around for the clout. You can protect your heart and still be a nice person and a better friend. That's a big lesson Pluto's trying to teach you here. Trust your gut over what others are saying. Trust issues and Neptune's influence. There's a lot of talk about whether Ice Spice is trusting the wrong people. From former collaborators accusing her of being unprofessional to rumors that she's surrounded by enablers, this is a big red flag. Neptune in Pisces is currently squaring her Mercury in Capricorn, and this influence is strong from 2024 to 2025. Neptune is a hazy planet, creating illusions and confusion, especially when it squares Mercury, the planet of communication and judgment. With this transit, it's like she's wearing rose-colored glasses. She thinks she sees the truth, but in reality, details are blurred. Ice Spice, be cautious here. Trusting the wrong people now could lead you down a path you don't want to be on. Instead of relying on outside opinions, lean into your Scorpio Rising's intuition. That's one of the gifts you have, a natural ability to sense who's real and who's not. Use it. This is the time to be skeptical. Double-check contracts, be careful with verbal agreements, and don't make any big decisions without a second opinion. The people around you may not have your best interests at heart, and it's on you to filter through the noise and trust your instincts. Family dynamics and the influence of Venus in Pisces, 4th house. Alright, let's talk about Ice Spice's family dynamics, which seem to be a source of tension based on some alleged leaked messages. Ice reportedly mentioned that she feels her mother is jealous of her. That's a strong statement, and it's one that actually connects to her astrology in a powerful way. With Venus in Pisces in her 4th house, the chart points to a deeply sensitive connection to family, especially to her mother or other nurturing figures. Venus in this position suggests that Ice has longed for unconditional love and support, but Pisces in the 4th can sometimes indicate idealized or misunderstood relationships in the home. When Venus is in Pisces in the 4th house, there's often an underlying wound around feeling misunderstood or unsupported by close family, and this can be especially true in mother-daughter relationships. The nature of Pisces means that her expectations of love and support are high. She's sensitive, intuitive, and probably feels things very deeply when it comes to family. But here's the challenge. Pisces energy can sometimes create illusions or blurred boundaries. She may have projected certain ideals onto her mother, and when reality didn't match up, that's when disappointment or even resentment could emerge. Does this indicate a mother-daughter wound? Yes, there could be a mother-daughter wound here. With Venus in the 4th house, Ice Spice might have grown up craving validation and emotional warmth that she didn't consistently receive. This placement often points to a deep desire to feel cherished and understood in the family, and if she felt like her mother didn't offer that support, it could easily lead to feelings of jealousy or competition. In fact, the feeling that her mother might be jealous could stem from unresolved emotional tension, where Ice Spice perceives her mother as not fully celebrating her success. Whether or not her mother actually feels that way, the perception itself is powerful and painful, leaning on siblings and creating emotional security. So should Ice Spice lean on her siblings or close family members for support right now? Absolutely. With Venus in Pisces, there's a strong, almost spiritual bond with family, and siblings may provide the empathy and understanding she's been missing. Pisces energy is compassionate and forgiving, so leaning on supportive siblings or other family members who get her could give her the sense of stability she needs. Ice, if you're listening, know that it's okay to feel hurt or disappointed by family dynamics, but you don't have to carry that alone. Look to those who truly have your back. Siblings or family members who can empathize and offer emotional grounding. Don't let unresolved family wounds bleed into your career. With Venus in Pisces, you have the capacity for deep empathy and healing. Use this energy to forgive where you can and create boundaries where you need to. This period, especially with Neptune's influence on your chart, is about discernment and clarity. Neptune can blur lines, making it hard to see things as they truly are. But by recognizing your sensitivities and addressing past wounds, especially around family, you'll create a stronger foundation for your career and personal life. Trust those who feel safe and supportive. And remember, it's okay to set boundaries if a relationship doesn't align with your well-being. In the end, these family dynamics may be playing a bigger role in Ice Spice's life than even she realizes. If there's any truth to the rumors of tension with her mother, it's a call to work through these challenges with compassion and maturity. Family wounds, especially with parents, can take time to heal. But if she focuses on surrounding herself with people who truly support her, she'll have the stability she needs to navigate her career and public life. Fan backlash and Saturn's demand for authenticity. And then we have the fan backlash. Ice Spice has been criticized for playing commercials during her concerts, with fans calling her out for what they see as selling out. Saturn's influence is all over this. Saturn demands authenticity, especially when it's in Pisces, and fans can feel when an artist isn't being genuine. They've seen these moves as putting money over artistry, which doesn't sit well. To win back fan trust, Ice Spice, you've got to be real with them. Address the backlash, even apologize if you need to. Sometimes a little humility goes a long way. You need to show fans that you're committed to giving them a genuine experience. With Saturn and Pisces, it's not about flashy moves. It's about staying true to your core and giving fans something real. Ice Spice's potential for growth and strengths to harness. So is there a way out of this? Absolutely. Ice Spice has some powerful placements in her chart that can help her turn things around. Pluto is moving towards her Mars in Taurus, which will be strongest from 2025 to 2027. Mars in Taurus gives her persistence, endurance, and resilience, qualities she'll need to weather this storm. And when Pluto meets Mars, it's a chance for total transformation. This is her phoenix rising from the ashes moment. Ice Spice, you have a Capricorn Sun in the second house. That gives you a natural ability to build wealth and attract stability. But it's also a lesson in valuing yourself beyond material success. You need to build your self-worth from within, not from numbers and sales. With your Scorpio Rising, you have incredible intuition. Start trusting it. And your Leo midheaven, that's your destiny for fame, but only when you approach it with humility and sincerity.
On the flip side, there are things you need to let go of. That Venus square Pluto influence is intense. It brings obsession and sometimes ego-driven power struggles. Let go of the need for constant validation and control over others' opinions. Now let's turn this into a powerful, motivating call to action, showing Ice Spice how to leverage her strengths and current transits to bounce back and realign her career trajectory. So, is Ice Spice's career really over? Not so fast! Let's take a look at her chart for the strengths she can lean into and the transits she can take advantage of to come out on top. Because if Ice Spice plays her cards right, this could actually be her moment for a major comeback. First off, Ice Spice has some powerful placements that make her a natural for success in the long run. She has a Capricorn Sun in her second house. This is a solid, hard-working energy that builds lasting results. Capricorns might get knocked down, but they don't stay down. This placement gives her resilience and the ability to create something valuable and sustainable, even in a tough industry. With her Leo midheaven, she's meant to be in the spotlight, and if she focuses on honing her craft, that natural star power will shine through. Upcoming opportunities for transformation: Pluto and Mars. Now let's talk about Pluto. This is the planet of transformation, and it's moving closer to her Mars in Taurus in the coming years, peaking from 2025 to 2027. This transit is huge for her. Pluto meeting Mars is like a cosmic reboot. It's the ultimate opportunity for her to reinvent herself. If Ice Spice embraces this energy, she can use it to develop a whole new sound, a fresh image, and a stronger, more authentic version of herself. To make the most of these transits, Ice Spice should focus on what's real, what's authentic, and what makes her unique. She's got natural intuition with her Scorpio rising, so this is a time to trust herself over the opinions of others. By surrounding herself with people who truly support her vision, Ice can create something that stands the test of time. Right now, she has the chance to reconnect with her creative roots, dig deep, and emerge with a sound and image that reflects her true self. Ice Spice, this is your call to action. The stars are aligned for you to make a powerful comeback, but it'll take strategy, humility, and a little bit of soul searching. Take this time to heal family wounds, reconnect with fans, and trust the people who are really in your corner. With Pluto's energy, you're entering a period of transformation that can be life-changing if you approach it with patience and determination. Your career isn't over. It's just beginning a new chapter. So, stay focused, stay authentic, and let the stars guide you to the career and life you're truly meant for. Thanks for tuning in to Astro Hues. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more zodiac insights. See you next time.